Did you only stream right now to Instagram?
No, this is supposed to be streaming to. All right, so it says Josh Cohen is live now. It doesn't say that I'm. It doesn't say that. What the hell?
You're gonna get my garbage.
All right, so, hey Derek, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out where chat is. This is the first time I'm using. First time I'm using this. What's up, Park? So I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm looking for where the chat function is, but I don't see it. Chat app. Oh, I guess I have to open this. All right. Can you guys start typing some messages if you see this? 12:42. So I guess I'm on YouTube also. So this is my first Q&A using Restream and using all this stuff. I noticed that the camera's not straight, so let me fix that first. Somebody kicked this, so let's just fix that. Hi, friend. It doesn't say who you are. Oh, Peyton. It doesn't. Okay, so Facebook user doesn't say. If I click, does it say who it is? So it doesn't say who the Facebook user is. So that makes it a little bit harder. I may have blocked you by accident, Peyton. If I did, I'm sorry. I'll figure out how to unblock you. So PC Sports Cards read only, and YouTube is whatever. So I don't know how many people are watching this. I really have no idea how to figure that out. I'm going to put the chat up on my phone in front of me so I can see it also. There. We got 7 whole people watching. We're getting a lot more people when we do this on Instagram, so maybe we'll do more on Instagram. Trying to figure out the balance of where everything goes. Peyton, I didn't do it on purpose. What's up, Royce? Yeah, Joel, I see your question. I'm just trying. This is my first time doing this on YouTube, so it's just a new setup with Restream and all that fun jazz. This is, like I said, this is all new to me. So I think, do I see myself live? Okay, so I can see myself live there. Okay, that's cool. Restream chat. So yeah, Joel, I'll get to that. No problem. So we're trying to get. What we're going to do here is we're going to do question and answers. We do this every Tuesday on Instagram. Going to try to do it here every Friday, here being on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll be adding a lot more content, a lot of stuff going on. I'm glad that. Okay, so I think I actually blocked all of Facebook messages. So let me see how I could unblock that. Filtering. Okay. I think I can see. Oh, there we go. Now I can get this now. But it still doesn't say who you are, so that's interesting. Turnaround times have not gotten better yet, Mike. So Joel, you have a lot of De'Aaron Fox since NBA starting. Should I take them off eBay and see what happens? Now's usually a good time to sell a lot of those prospects, because they're probably not going to go up much unless they become superstars. So I got to figure out how I could get names, so I could see the names here. Maybe I have to download the app instead of just using the streaming one. So. All right, so we are here to answer questions. We're here to talk about the hobby. We're here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like I said, we do this on Instagram. We get about 50 to 80 people live every time. We get a lot of good chatter, a lot of good questions back and forth. Usually people aren't like Royce asking for nudes. I don't know why you'd want to see a nude. That's your jam. That's cool. Terry, where do I send money for your OnlyFans? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna guess that's some kind of porn shit.
It's a porn thing where you can create your own porn content.
Of course, the two idiots working here know what that is. Peyton here. I love how you say it's you, Peyton. That's great. Do you foresee when PSA gets caught up big, if they get caught up, do you see the card market tanking with tons of cards getting graded, get back? Peyton, I don't see that happening. I don't understand where that rumor came from, you know. And if you do see that happening, why are you still buying and selling cards? You know, get out while the time is good if that's what you think. We see a lot of cards going in, a lot of cards going back. Like you guys know, we send in 10 to 12,000 cards a week. Right now, we have 7 orders that came back today. Another 4 are on the truck for delivery right now. So they're starting to come back. We're getting them back faster than we were. Had a little slowdown in end of November when Thanksgiving was around, holidays. Would expect the same thing around Christmas and New Year's. But they're going to start coming back, and we're going to start seeing a lot of cards come back graded. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, it's actually got to go. Like, the wife is getting annoyed. You know, everybody's telling me it's a little too long. I'm balding in the front. That's why I wear a hat. So, thanks, Brad. You use Gem Mint, Brian. You can use whoever you want, man. There's enough to go around. You know, I don't know what they do there. I don't know what their process is. I think that we have the best website to see the status of all your submissions. We offer the ability to consign your cards on the back end, so you don't have to take cash out of your pocket. We communicate as good or better than anybody else out there. And from what I know, we send in 5 or 6 times more than anybody else every week. We're sending in almost 50,000 cards a month. So there's a reason that we send in that many and we get that many cards. You know, I'm not going to say anything bad about those guys. I've never heard anything bad about them. People like their service. So if you like it, stick with it. You know, pricing and everything, I think they're pretty similar to us. So you do what makes you happy. I'm not here to sell you. If you want to give us a shot, give us a shot. We'd be happy to take your cards. Yes, Brian, we sell 2 for you. Opinion. Okay, so we got some questions going on now. Computer's a little bit on the side, so we got to look over. And if you guys are on Facebook right now, I know Peyton's doing it. I don't, for some reason, I don't have your names coming up. I think I have to download the app. I just went live with this. Wanted to do like a half-hour, 40-minute live Q&A session. Didn't really look into it, just really went for it. And I think I should have downloaded the app first, because then I would see your names, but I haven't done it yet. So maybe next time we'll have that up. Shave the top and leave your sides? Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody else is saying. So there might, I have an idea about that. My wife's not going to be happy about it, but I have an idea. And opinions on Acuna update PS10 at 150, Derek? I think that's a strong buy, actually. I think all key baseball rookies are strong buys right now. I can't imagine them not going up to at least 200 where they were a while back, if not more. You know, your Sotos, your Roberts, your Acunas, all those guys I think have a lot of upside. If you compare them to the likes of the basketball and football quarterbacks, I think there's a big market and a big opportunity there still, even though the pop reports are 10,000 plus graded. I think that short term, it's a good buy. Best Coast Clay. PSA is best case closed for resale. I don't know what that really means, Joel. So, and I think there's a little bit of a delay. I think it's like 15 seconds. I think that's what I was reading. So we're going to have to just deal with that. I stay closer. Every time I lean back, the camera's out of focus, so that's a little annoying. So, all right, it says 9 watching, 2 streams live. This is, like I said, this is all new to me. I don't understand why it's read-only. I got to figure out how to work. So, yeah, so if you guys are on Facebook, like Peyton said, put your name in front of it so I know who's talking. I don't have to look at my phone to see who's talking. I can just look at the computer and get the answer. Do you think it's already time to move on to buying baseball and football for next year rather than basketball? I think that right now what you're buying, if you're buying to grade, you're going to decide on if you want to be sending those cards in express or if you want to send them in standard and bulk. And that's going to decide what you're actually buying. If you're buying high-end stuff that's going to be express, I'd be buying basketball and baseball. If you're buying low-end stuff, that's going to be bulk and standard. You're looking at somewhere between 3 and 8 months to get them back, probably. That's going to be your basketball and football for next year investments, right? Or basketball for the playoffs if you have a team that you think is going to win and you want to get those back in March and April. I think that's a good stuff to be submitting right now if you're buying to submit. We basically assume everybody's buying to submit. At this point, the market for graded cards has gone up so much that that's usually what people are doing. So if that's what you're doing, that's what my plan will be. Yes, Joel, I agree with you on they are the best for resale. I will say that if you're going to send in stuff that's borderline and you want to get it back fast for not $500 or $1,000, you can use BGS for some of the higher end cards. We do that a little bit, so better chance of getting a gem most likely, and also you have a it's going to be $150 or something instead of $500. Royce, can I put one of those football helmets on? Sure. We can put Sparky on. I can't wait for you to make some kind of stupid meme with that. Be nice if we win a game. Had to watch last night's freaking basketball game. That was miserable. Absolutely miserable. It'd be nice if we win a fucking game once in a while. Oh wow. I'm going really high on the mic. I gotta adjust that. Brian, I'll beat a dead horse. You holding or selling graded Burrow and Herbert? Brian, that's a great question. I am buying Herbert and Burrow low end to have for July, August next year, and I'm buying high end to get back. High end's really a hold, but I'm gonna send it in to get graded. I'm still a buy on both of them. I think we might actually see a buying opportunity in the next month or two, so it's a good time to start looking for the key cards that you want. Any of those cool PSA boxes coming to an hour way, giving your volume, or is it just for PSA Direct customers? What cool PSA boxes are you talking about? I don't know who that was. I think it was James. I'm not sure. I don't know what cool PSA boxes you're talking about. What about Love? Love definitely is a buy for next year. I mean, he's probably 2 years out from playing. Rodgers is definitely going to come back. Who do I recommend for NBA season? I'm not a specific... I don't specifically buy guys, right? To me, stick with key product, key players. So Zion, Ja, Luka, all those guys, I'm buying them, right? I just got a really cool Ja card in. Brad, is that Ja rookie over there, or did I put it over here? Let me see. Hold on. Is there... Hold on, guys. Oh. So, I did just pick this up. Give me one sec. I did just pick that up. So that's a cool card. All right, we got some questions now. Are prices going up when... I'm not sure about prices. I'm not sure about prices going up in January. I don't think they're going to make any changes until the new folks take over. So I don't expect them to make any changes until then. So we'll see what happens. I don't think that our price is going up, and when return times will speed up when they get control of what's coming in and what's going out, right? And every day they get better at it. Every day they hire more, train more, so they're getting better. They're literally getting better every day. It's you still have to be patient. There's no question about it. And PSA sending out custom wood graded card boxes. I don't even know what you're talking about, James. That's cool, I guess. I haven't seen anything about it. So I guess I'm not getting a cool custom wood graded box. I'll ask my rep about it though. Maybe I'll get a few. To me, Joel, I believe in the KISS method. So I'm gonna buy the guys that I know the market's gonna move, because that's what everybody's gonna go after. You know, if you're looking for sleepers and stuff like that, probably not the right person for it. I'm not really hunting those. I buy the best of breed kind of stock. I buy the large cap stock. I buy the large cap value stock, right? Like I know it's gonna pay me. I don't buy a lot of the low end guys. It's just not what I do. So, Austin, I think that the announcement was January 31st that they take ownership. So I'm sure there's going to be a transition period. I don't know anything about how that specifically works. You can ask Nat. He might answer. I don't know. I would guess that they'd be more in control sometime in what would be Q4 for PSA, so April. I don't know, though. It could be earlier than that. If you have anyone's ear at PSA, have you told them about a first out, first method? Seems like first grade logic that they miss. So, I mean, they obviously know what FIFO is. Here's the problem with that thinking of FIFO being something that's super easy to do, right? Say I send in a submission that is all one card. Now you have the person that is evaluating that one card for research and ID, grading, assembly. It's all one thing, right? It's simple. Go right through it. Now say I'm doing a submission where it's a 250 card submission with 100 different cards. Okay, but they're all from the same era, right? Okay, that's easy. I could look at them all over, right? But it's going to be a little bit slower than something else. Now say I'm looking at a standard submission and I have cards from 1973, 1980, 1985, 1991, 1997, 2003, 2015, 2020, all different variations, all different short prints, all these different things. And then I have, it's a standard submission. So now I have a 1948. Now I have T206s. Now I have all these other things back there. Then I mix in gaming cards. It becomes a lot harder. So they may be opening them in order, who knows, right? But it may take longer to identify those cards in the research phase. And then there's a problem. Then the submission form's right, so it flies. Or there's a problem with the submission form, so it sits. So it's not just as simple as we're going to take box 1, go through, box 2, go through, box 3, go through, box 4, go through, box 5, go through. They have to make sure it's right. And they have tens, if not hundreds of people opening these packages and going through them. Some are faster than others, right? So it's that. Then when they're grading it, you have a simple order for modern cards, easier to grade. You have an order that spans across all these different eras, all these different types of cards. You need different people to look at them. Not as easy to grade. Then you're assembling them, and you have to put them in. Then you have to double check them. So there's a lot of issues, right? Well, we don't know that, right, Chris? We don't know what their check-in process is. They may check every box in order and put it on a shelf in order and grab the next one in order, but we don't know how long it takes for them to actually process it. If there's a problem, it goes to another shelf. Now it's out of order, but it's really taken in order. They may have opened in order. I could be wrong. They could just be randomly grabbing packages. They might be. They probably are. But I think they would understand that that's the method they should go with. It's just not always as simple as that. Sorry. Now next question. I hope that was a good enough answer. Like, follow up if it wasn't, right? What's up, Sappy? So there's a lot of different things that can happen with it. So that I think that's why. I don't think it's as simple as we think. Yeah, but you don't know what everybody else has sent in that order, right? You don't know what cards are in there. So they're all received. They're all checked into PSA. We just don't mark them as anything until they get to the research and ID phase, because all it will say is received by PSA because tracking told us it's received. That's the only difference, right? It's received. It's there. If there's a problem, it probably just gets a little bit. It's a big bureaucracy, right? So it gets pushed a little bit. What are your thoughts of PSA or other graders adding more of an objective digitized component to the process? Going to happen or nah? Who asked that one? Crampton. So I think it would be good if they could do that. I think it's not really realistic in the short term, because think about how different every card is. So you could sort of get it for older cards, and then more modern cards would sort of have to be. You'd have to be training. You'd be training the system over and over. You can't see my hands. Training the system over and over and over and over and over again, which is good, right? But that's what's going to have to happen. In theory, it's great. In theory, it would be You know, it would be a better process. What happens if the camera has a piece of dust on it? What happens if the camera's not... something happened with the settings on the camera, right? So there's a lot of other issues that can happen. It's not just as simple as, let's do digital grading. It'll be the best thing. It'll be simple. There's a lot more to it. People simplify it. Go Devils, Pat. It'd be nice to get a win every once in a while. FIFO guys are the ones who want to cut the line but won't make eye contact. They're the ones that when you're out, when they pretend like, oh, I'm right here, guys. I'll be right with you, and then they would just walk past everybody, right? Sure, it might be better than the human element, but the human element's sort of the fun of it, right? That's why people crack and send things in send things back in multiple times. You know, that's more fun for people as well. No problem, James. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to answer as many questions as you guys have. I'm happy to stay live for as long as you guys want. Probably going to do a half an hour today. Keep it short and simple for the first one. Going to look back at this, see what we could do better for next week. Again, we do this on Instagram. We do this on YouTube and Facebook now. May start doing it on Twitter and Twitch. You know, we have that. We don't really use it yet. We're going to start using it more. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Because we are going to be putting content out every day probably. We're trying to show 1, 2, 3 subs every couple of days, every day when they come back, so you guys see what's coming in, going out. Today we have, I said we got 7 orders back that we're going through, so we're going to start, one of them's already done. We're sorting the other two of the other ones right now, going to ship those out. After those are done, we'll get to the 3 or 4 other ones. I'm going to make a reveal video for one of the orders, haven't figured out which one yet, so that'll be up later today. We have the express sub that we're doing today, going out. What? Express sub going out today. I'm gonna do what's in the box video, so you guys can see, guess the grades of 5 of those cards. See what those will get. Hope you guys guess also. We're coming up with some kind of system where you maybe get a prize if you do better than us on guessing the grades. We're gonna put those out with the express orders, maybe a bulk and a standard order, so people can see what's getting sent out in quantity. Make your decisions on what you want to send in, how you want to send them, what you want to spend on it. All right, James. Thanks, man. Thanks for the questions. Guys, I think there's like 15, 20 people here. I don't know about YouTube. I don't know how to track what's going on YouTube. But shoot questions over. I'm here to answer your questions now. I'm here to talk about the process, talk about grading, talk about the market, talk about anything you want to sports related. If you want, I could start just talking about ASU and how freaking frustrating it is watching them. Tonight we're playing U of A, so if there's a game to win, that's the one to win for our football team. Last night's loss was terrible. At least it's not a conference game, but we can't beat ranked teams right now, so don't know what's going on with our basketball team. We can't freaking rebound, so that's really frustrating. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys right now. If we're not gonna have any more questions, I'm just gonna cut this thing right here. It's fine. And I'm going to go work on getting it ironed out so we can do more later. Also, we've done a few so far on Instagram. Might open some boxes and cases. We opened one yesterday for ourselves. We opened one for ourselves yesterday. We opened one for a customer today, so that's cool. Those are both on our IGTV if you want to go check them out. Joel, we're going to get them up later tonight. We're going to get PSA videos up tonight. How many hours a week do you work? I appreciate it. It's not only me, man. We got 4 great employees that work their ass off. Also, I think between them they worked over 900 hours last month. And Zach and I are just, whenever we're working, we're working. Whenever we're not working, we're working. Our wives really love it. So yeah, we're doing the best that we can. Derek, yes, the Knicks are gonna suck, man. Like, that's it. RJ Barrett, hopefully he's something. I don't even know who the hell they drafted this year, but they're gonna suck. I'm a Spurs fan. Like, you could tell with you probably can't see him right now, but I'm a Duncan and a David Robinson fan. We can show some Duncans. Let's show some Duncans now, I guess. That's pop 3. So it's only a Topps card, but it's freaking sweet. Topps Chrome, low pop. I don't know what it is. Excuse me. And then Thrill Seekers. These are just 3 of the dimes that I have sitting here right now. So I think the last PSA 10 of this did like $1,300, so this is probably gotta be a $3,000-4,000 card, is my guess. It's pretty sweet, right? What's up, Ken? So yeah, guys. Like I said, we're gonna do these videos as much as we can. We want to be communicating with you guys as much as possible. Tell you what's going on. So we're just about at the 30-minute mark. So I'm gonna cut this here. Please remember, subscribe, comment, ask us questions. If you ever have any questions that you want us to bring live, let us know. We'll bring them live. One more question for Chip Moses News. Do we need to create a separate order for non-sports like Star Wars and sports? So yes, non-sport would go in the non-sport order if you're doing bulk, and 75 Topps would go in the 72 to 2016 modern order for bulk. If you're doing standard or express, you can put them together in one order. So if it's bulk, separate, standard, and express, all could be in one. What's up, Ken? Ken, I'll tell you. We had a good delivery from UPS today, so it makes me laugh. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign out. Look forward to doing these more often, and I will talk to you guys soon.